Anambra Guba. Make sure nothing stop election. Buhari wants service trips. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Now the news in detail. President Muhammad Buhari has ordered the service chiefs to make sure nothing stops the Anambra governorship election from holding. The election has been scheduled for November 6th. Buhari's order was confirmed by the National Security Advisor, Babagana Mongon, while speaking with State House correspondents on Thursday. Now, this is where there is misplaced of priorities. I thought the main reason or the main primary duty of a government is to ensure the safety of lives and property. Now, it is seeming like a particular thing is causing an uproar and causing riots. And you think that as the federal government or as the government of a country, all you need to do to instill calmness is to make the use of violence. I tell you, it will go worse. There is something causing an uproar. There's something causing people to be uncomfortable. And therefore, they are being uncomfortable. You see it openly. That it now transcends to agitation, to protest, and to things that are not supposed to be there. Ordinarily, those things were not there. It is until those things now are dealt with, are checked, and are addressed. That is when the situation is going to become. Now, this is misplaced of priorities. Saying the election must hold is not even no. What are you doing concerning the situation of insecurity in this region? You cannot be so much concerned that something happens in the region and you are not concerned about the lives and property of those people. It is not right. You cannot come in a place where there is so much chaos and what concerns you, it is not my business that there's chaos. Then you turn your back and say, oh, the election should hold. No, it is not done that way, sir. It should not be done. You come to your house and there's so much chaos. Your children are about to set your house on fire. And what concerns you is the meat in the pot. Who took it? Is that it? That is a very, very important issue at that point in time. What you should be doing, they are going at each other's throats. You are going to calm them down and make them calm first. And how do you do that? It is not even by coming and saying, it is your fault, it is your fault. It is cautioning them all at once. You sit them down. This is wrong and this is wrong. This is what's supposed to be done. But what do we see today? There was never a time before, 3 years ago, in the southeast region, you will hardly hear that there was anything as killings, the killings going on there. All of a sudden, the killing started. It started, nobody knows where it is coming from. While people are busy pointing, accusing fingers here and there, still yet it has not solved the problem. It has not solved the problem. Because the government said, oh, okay, what will happen in this particular region? Let us send troops there. But unfortunately, as the troops went there, the killings increased. It increased. Let us continue with the news. Buhari's order was confirmed by the National Security Advisor, Babagana Mongono, while speaking with State House correspondents on Thursday. This followed the security meeting the service chiefs had with Buhari at the presidential villa. The president has directed that under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the elections from taking place successfully. The people have a right to vote and select their leader. No group or individual will be allowed to stimulate anarchy and chaos, leading to murderous activities. The president has made it very clear that the armed forces and all law enforcement agencies must make sure that the elections take place, even if it means overwhelming the entire environment with the presence of security agencies. There are so many implications for election to be sabotaged by non-state actors. In the first place, we are in a democracy. Secondly, it is important to know that if these non-state actors should succeed in destroying the potentials for orderly election, then it is natural that other parts of the country would also want to copy this same situation, Mangono said. Okay. He said that the people have a right to vote. I am sorry to say this, but there was never a time, I cannot remember, maybe there was a time where there was free and fair election before this generation, before maybe, I do not know. But as far as I'm concerned, there was never a time where there was really free and fair election. In fact, people refer to it as selection. The people of Nigeria, they know. Because at the end of the day, these people come out, they stand under the sun, they queue, they leave the comfort of their homes. They come out and make sure that they exercise their civil rights. And just before their very eyes, what happened? All their efforts go to waste. These people come out from nowhere, hoodlums and rascals, hijack the boxes, empty the content in the gutter, dispose the content, sometimes go away with the box. And with that happening to you every time and then you go to vote, do you think the electorates will be motivated to come out? Even how do you even expect people to come out in a place where there's chaos and there is chaos? People are going at each other's throats and you are calling for election. It is misplaced priorities. It is misplaced priority. What's supposed to be the answer now, or the government, what's the issue bothering them right now, is for them to make sure that there is calm. And making sure is not by using the use of violence. Violence will only make things worse. You don't even use violence on children these days. You don't scold them. There are ways you go about it. And it is going to be effective than the scolding you want to use on them. Now look at these people. What is really causing the agitations? What is the agitations about? Have you found the root cause and you have preferred solution? Is the solution you preferred now, or the solution or the strategy you are using to handle the situation now, is it yielding results? Look at what has happened. There was emergency rule in Anambra State because of the unrest going on there. Now, what has happened? Instead of you to have this unrest now reduced, what is happening? It is like it is getting worse. People are dying in their hundreds on a daily basis, which was not so. It is supposed to be after the strategy is preferred and things keeps on going. What do? You re-strategize. And you do not go about it in a very coercive manner. These people, they're human beings. They have sense of reasoning. Call for dialogue. So that at the end of the day, this dialogue will save lives. Resorting to using of coercion and force or violence to answer them now, it does not, it only makes more life. It mainly causes more loss of lives and more destruction of property. And if there's destruction of property, funds that are supposed to be used for other projects will be diverted into this thing, hereby causing loss of resources, causing waste of resources. Now, dialogue will go a long way, a very long way, to ensure that lives are lost, that there is no more destruction of property. And I tell you, and this agitation will reduce. Dialogue, and then there are strategies put behind this dialogue. There is, okay, I've heard what you said. I've heard your grievances. What are the solution? These are the solution. And there is practical realities of what these people really want and what the citizens of Nigeria wants. That is it. And I tell you, this agitation will die down. It will be brought down to the barest minimum. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of it.